So in order to finish on time, this is going to be our last question, but there's going to be an opportunity to speak one-on-one with the candidates. As a board member, what can you do to improve post-secondary programs? Palo Alto School District has some post-secondary programs. What can be done to improve them for special ed?
We've actually started to work on some of this, and obviously, many people know about the Lucille Packard program. This is a program for kids ID'd with who had special needs during in the district, but there are many opportunities for them to. They're not internships because they're after the fact, but learning skill sets at one of these outlets at Hewlett Packard. The other thing that we're doing is Dave Hashiwara, who's the head of our Voc Ed, is also looking at programs beyond Palo Alto right now that would give kids additional skills beyond academic. And one of the driving forces for that has been the adoption of the new A through G graduation requirements. If a child really chooses to, or doesn't feel they are in the right track and their parent agrees that's true, we want to make sure that there's opportunities outside the district, or not outside, that are in the district that may not be just totally academic. So Dave is actually visiting 3 or 4 different programs right now, technology, healthcare, food services, and they're still in the process of doing the evaluations, and we'll be hearing more about it in probably the next 6 months.
So I think this question reminds us that our concern for our kids, whether they have special needs or not, really extends for their entire lives. And I can definitely speak as a parent who has had those concerns about my own kids. I mean, I see their strengths and I see their weaknesses. And I really do want the schools to prepare them, not just academically in order to be able to achieve in that context, but also to prepare them to be able to meet whatever the challenges of life are. And those include the kind of social emotional skills that our kids need, and they include the kind of self-reflection and self-esteem skills that our kids need. So I definitely think that we should be looking towards the trajectory that our kids have after they leave schools, because while we only have them for the period that we do, we're trying to prepare them for a life that is a successful, satisfying, happy, productive life. And that's true whether our kids have special needs or not.
There's a wide range of special needs, and I worry when we just start talking about apprenticeship programs and practical, CTE kind of things. Plenty of our students with IEPs go on to do fantastic, world-changing things. As a matter of fact, I just finished a book that I love that if you haven't read, you should go get. It's called The Gift of Dyslexia. The number of people with dyslexia that are changing the world right now is huge. And, change that to something else. ADHD, autism. I mean, there's physical handicaps. So we need to make sure that we're getting kids in early to talk about their post-secondary options, and we're matching those options to the skills that our children have. You can have learning disabilities, and there are plenty of universities that provide support. University of Arizona, that I know one of the folks standing here, or sitting here, knows pretty well, has some fabulous programs around that. Boulder has some fabulous programs. I'm not going to go through every school in the U.S., but there are some fabulous places. And you need to help as a parent, but we need to help as a district to make sure that you know all of the options that are out there and you learn about them early. The reason we do 4-year plans for our kids is so that we can help them plan for after high school. We need to do that in a much broader way.
So
we need, as a district, to support the individual family and student definitions of success and post-secondary success. And there are several ways of doing that. I definitely think that the IEP meeting should start to include the post-secondary plan. We need to have high expectations and intention around this issue and help a child reach their full potential. There are programs in our district that help transition to independent living, transition to work, and transition. We have a transition partnership program with Foothills. So we need to figure out how we can improve these programs and actually raise awareness about these programs in the community so that parents know what the options are.